up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another Pop Off with Maddison. For today's Pop Off, I'm going to be talking about Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet because, you guys, we finally have confirmation that these two are dating. And let me tell you, there is so much tea that we need to discuss. So in case you guys missed it, rumors that Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were dating started about a week and a half ago. This rumor came after Kylie Jenner's most recent split from Travis Scott. And while the rumor itself had people spiraling, you can only imagine how people are reacting now that it has been confirmed that Kylie and Timothée are in fact casually dating. So you guys, during this pop-off, I'm gonna get into all of the Kylie and Timothée tea that you need to know. We're gonna get into their multiple sightings that they've had together. We're gonna get into how they met, what's going on between them, why they didn't show up together to Coachella. I'm also gonna fill you in on Travis Scott seemingly reacting to this Kylie and Timothée tea. As you can tell, we have so much to get into here, and I cannot wait to discuss this with you guys. But first, because this is the first pop-up of the week, you know I have to check in and see how the House of Hill is doing. So let me know how you are, what you've been up to, all of that good stuff down below. Me personally, I had a very relaxing weekend. I just hung out with my family because this coming weekend, I'm going out of town. I'm going to Napa. I'm going to do my best to vlog this trip, but I also am the person who planned the trip, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna balance both. But fingers crossed I'll be able to figure it out and balance it because I really want to share this trip with you guys. But yeah, you guys, this is the weekend before the big birthday next Monday. We're officially less than a week away from me turning the big 3-0. You guys know I've been struggling with this, but we're working on it. And yeah, also really quick, I want to thank all of you who have shared your experiences with turning 30 and how amazing it's been. I try to respond to as many comments as I can, but if I didn't respond to your comment, just know that I definitely saw it. And I really appreciate you guys taking just a second out of your day to share your experience with me and share your story. It definitely makes me feel less alone. It makes me feel like less of a freak for feeling this way. And I really appreciate you guys. Seriously, you guys already know I think that the House of Hill is the best community on the internet, but you guys also just proved that to me time and time again, and I am so freaking lucky to have you all. But enough about that, because I know a lot of you are like, Maddison, we know you've been struggling with the birthday that's coming up, but can we also please get to this very pressing Kylie and Timothée tea? And yes, we absolutely can. So straight to the tea people, go ahead and drop this time code down there in the comments to help out your fellow straight to the tea people. And now let's get to unwrapping these Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet facts. Okay, so as I briefly mentioned at the beginning of this video, these Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet dating rumors started about a week and a half ago when somebody sent in an anonymous tip to Dumois. The tip claimed that Kylie and Timothée Chalamet have been talking since about January, which does check out, you guys, because we found out that Kylie and Travis Scott had split up again at the end of last year. So she is absolutely 1000% single, but that didn't stop me from reading that tip on Dumois and asking what the F is going on. Because let's be real here, Timothée Chalamet is not somebody who we typically see Kylie Jenner date. So of course, you know me, I had to get to digging a little bit, and I did find out that Timothée Chalamet is 27, Kylie's 25, so they are compatible age-wise. Also, you guys, Timothée Chalamet has a huge level of fame. Yes, I would say his fame is a different level than Kylie Jenner's just because he is a major actor. For those of you who are like, who is Timothée Chalamet? I don't get the hype. I get it. I feel like he's definitely like the Gen Z hottie. And the way I compare him, at least in my mind, for millennials or people who are a little bit older, I would say Timothée Chalamet is like our Rob Pattinson when Twilight came out. I feel like they're very similar in that sense. I'm sure I'm gonna get so much ish for that because people are gonna be like, Timothée Chalamet is such a better actor than Rob Pattinson. Don't come for Rob Pattinson. You guys know I'm a twihard. I will defend him until my dying day. I'm just saying I feel like they have similar levels of like girls going crazy for them. So I don't feel like Timothée Chalamet is someone who's gonna get freaked out by Kylie's level of fame because he has that level of fame himself. And he's also someone who doesn't need a Kylie Jenner in their life or need a Kylie Jenner in their life in order to gain more fame. If anything, I feel like people are worried that Timothée dating Kylie is gonna make the industry take him less seriously. Not saying that people will, I'm just saying that's what some of his fans are thinking. Anyway, you guys, after that initial dating rumor popped up on Dumois and people started absolutely losing their minds, we got another tip on Dumois that was saying photos of Kylie leaving Timothy's house were set to surface and that the two were expected to make their first public outing at Coachella together. Now, lo and behold, just a few days after that tip on Dumois dropped, we got this headline from TMZ, and these photos of Kylie Jenner's car being seen leaving Timothée Chalamet's driveway. And in addition to that, you guys, we also got another story from TMZ about Kylie and Timothee going on a secret taco date. Apparently, Timothée Chalamet was at an art show in Santa Monica recently. People saw Kylie's cars and her security pull up. Timothée Chalamet got in the car. They went to a taco spot. Kylie's security went out, got the tacos, and brought the food back into the car. And although we never saw a photo of Kylie and Timothee together, TMZ is speculating that they were the two on this secret taco date. So the part in the Dumois tip that ended up being true is that, again, we saw those photos of Kylie leaving Timothee's house. We also heard rumors about them going on the secret taco date. However, the part of that Dumois tip that was not true is that Kylie and Timothee did not end up going to Coachella together. However, we do know why. A source told Entertainment Tonight that Kylie decided not to go to Coachella with Timothée Chalamet because she just wanted to go with her friends and go have fun and chill, which if you saw her most recent Instagram post, that's exactly what she did at Coachella this past weekend. Now, as I mentioned, these Kylie and Timothée Chalamet rumors are allegedly rumors no more, as multiple sources and multiple outlets have in fact confirmed that they are dating. And thankfully, we have a little information as to how they met and what exactly is going on between them. So a lot of this information is coming from a new report from Entertainment Tonight. And as far as how these two met, because I'll be honest with you guys, that's something I've been incredibly interested in, because again, this seemed like a very random matchup to me. Anyway, you guys, this Entertainment Tonight source said that Kendall is actually friends with Timothée Chalamet. So for Kylie, it's, quote, been easy to integrate him into her life. This Entertainment Tonight source also shared that Kylie and Timothee are, quote, keeping things casual right now. It's not serious, but Kylie is, quote, enjoying hanging out with Timothee and seeing where things go. This Entertainment Tonight source then ended their insider info saying, quote, it's been really fun for her because it feels a lot different than her past relationships. It's new and exciting for Kylie and she's having a lot of fun. Now, these sentiments were also echoed in a recent Us Weekly report, you guys. However, this Us Weekly source included that Timothee treats Kylie with respect. This Us Weekly source went on to say that Timothee is charming, makes Kylie laugh, and that he's easy to talk to. And this Us Weekly source did also address the fact that Timothée Chalamet doesn't typically seem like somebody who's Kylie's type. In fact, this source specifically said, quote, he's not like any of the other guys she's dated before, and although he may not seem like her type, they have really good chemistry. Now, speaking of the guys that Kylie has dated before and her previous relationships, let's get into Travis Scott, because he seemingly reacted to these Kylie and Timothee dating rumors. So you guys, a few weeks back, fans noticed that Travis Scott was, seemingly flirting with Kylie Jenner a little bit over on Instagram. He commented on a photo of her on the Kylie Cosmetics Instagram page and called her a beauty. However, you guys, Elle Magazine went back to that Kylie Cosmetics Instagram post since the news of Kylie and Timothee broke, and it appears as though Travis Scott has gone ahead and deleted that compliment to Kylie. He deleted his comment calling her a beauty, which I know doesn't sound like a huge deal, but you guys know I actually take what celebrities do over on social media pretty seriously, because I feel like that's their subtle way of actually telling people how they feel. So the fact that Travis Scott went ahead and deleted his compliment that was looked upon as, him flirting with Kylie a little bit, maybe they're on their way to getting back together. The fact that he deleted that tells me his ego might be a little bruised by this whole Timothée Chalamet thing. Not saying that Travis Scott is intimidated by Timothée Chalamet by any means. I think his ego might just be a little bruised that Kylie is publicly moving on before him. And here I am already popping off about the situation. You guys know sometimes I just can't help it. My opinion just spills out when I'm even just trying to unwrap the facts with you guys. So let's just go ahead and make this pop-off official so I can finish telling you how I feel about this whole thing and get to the shambong. You guys, should I bring the shambongs on my trip this weekend and make my friends do shambongs? Okay, you guys, so my initial thought when I saw this Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet dating rumor pop up online, I was like, absolutely 1000%, there's no way this is true. And then my second thought was, once I saw Dumois post the tip on her grid, I was like, okay, she would not be posting this if she didn't have multiple sources confirming this information. So holy moly, this has to be a PR stunt. Because hello, like I've mentioned in this video several times, and like I've mentioned in my YouTube shorts when talking about these two, you, Timothée Chalamet is not somebody who we would typically see Kylie Jenner date. And in that same breath, I also want to say Kylie Jenner does not strike me as somebody who Timothée Chalamet would date either, you guys. This man has been linked to Lily Rose Depp and Lourdes Leon, just women who are not really like Kylie Jenner in the freaking slightest. So obviously, because these two struck me as such a freaking random couple, I thought, you know what? Mama Chris has noticed that people are starting to call the family irrelevant. She's starting to panic a little bit. She either gave Timothée Chalamet an offer this man could not refuse, or she went to Kendall and said, hey Kendall, I know you're friends with this Timothée Chalamet. What do you think about hooking him up with your sister? Because what better way to put your family back in the headlines, to make your family go from irrelevant back to relevant again, than to start two relationships that nobody ever freaking expected. And the relationships I'm talking about are Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, and obviously Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. So just to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not fully convinced that Mama Chris is not pulling the strings in this situation. I'm not convinced that Kylie and Timothée are together without any ulterior motives, and I probably won't feel that way until I physically see these two together out in public. I mean, you guys know how long it took me to come around to the idea of Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. I was kind of a Kim and Pete skeptic and a Kim and Pete hater when they first started dating because I thought this is a PR stunt, there's no way this is real. But then once I saw them going on these really casual dates together, I saw Kim be so much lighter around Pete Davidson, I saw the way she talked about Pete Davidson, I was like, okay, you know what? These two are real. These two seem legit. I'm rooting for them, even though I knew they wouldn't make it the long haul because, again, Pete wanted to be a dad. Kim doesn't want any more kids. I knew they had different ideas for their future, so I knew eventually they would go their separate ways, but I did learn to love Kim and Pete. I did learn to root for them. So I'm not saying that the same thing couldn't happen for me when it comes to Kylie and Timothée Chalamet. I'm just saying I need to freaking see it to believe it. Because right now, we're not getting that in the slightest. Right now, we are getting stunty vibes. I find it very convenient that after Dumas posted that tip, that photos of Kylie leaving Timothy's house were gonna drop. We got the photos from TMZ, and then we got these very grainy and suspicious photos of Kylie and Timothée going on this taco date. They didn't end up going to Coachella together because Kylie just wanted to have fun with her friends. Like, all of that is making me a little skeptical about these two. And you guys know, normally I'm so big on consistency, and the fact that we are consistently hearing that Kylie and Timothée are casual and it's nothing serious and they're just seeing where it goes. I, of course, obviously believe that. I'm just saying, are they doing that because they genuinely want to do that, or are they doing it because some other people are pushing them together? I obviously believe it's not anything serious right now. Kylie just ended her relationship with Travis Scott at the end of last year. He is the father of her two children. And while yes, you guys know I was someone who believed that Kylie and Travis had an open relationship, I still believe that they had a lot of love for one another, and I think it would take Kylie a while to get serious with someone, especially because she is a mother. She has more people to think about when she's entering a relationship other than just herself. So again, not surprised to hear that they're taking things slow, and I definitely expected to hear that, you know, Timothée is charming, he makes Kylie laugh. Of course, we're gonna hear nothing but positive things right now. That makes complete sense to me. Now, as far as Travis Scott's subtle reaction to this Kylie and Timothée news, I'm not surprised by it at all, and that's because Travis Scott always struck me as somebody who likes to have his cake and eat it too. Again, going back to me thinking that they were in an open relationship, I felt like Travis and Kylie had this deal that, you know, publicly they were together, publicly they were a united front, but privately Travis Scott could go off and do whatever as long as nobody ever heard about it, as long as that never went public. I felt like that's kind of the arrangement that they had. That's why I think he's a man who likes to have his cake and eat it too. He likes to, you know, have the family life with Kylie, but he also wants to go out and be able to hook up with whoever he wants. So I think the fact that Kylie Jenner has actually moved on with somebody, or at least is publicly moving on with somebody, I think that that is bruising Travis Scott's ego a little bit. I think he thought that, you know what, whenever he wanted to get back with Kylie and get serious with Kylie, she would be ready to no matter what. And right now she's not showing that. Right now she's showing that she's dating somebody else. She's out there, she's having fun. So that's why I think Travis Scott deleted the comment. I think it's just simply that his ego is a little bit bruised. Again, that's just my own personal opinion. And the last thing I'm gonna say about this, you guys, is I find it incredibly freaking hilarious and convenient that out of nowhere and all of a sudden, all of the Jenner sisters are switching up their type, except for Khloe. Obviously, she is still with freaking Tristan Thompson. That is another story for another day. I don't know if it's the Travis Barker effect, if they saw Kourtney be so happy with Travis Barker that now they're all looking for their own Travis Barkers. I don't know if it's something else, because yes, we've seen the comments about the Kardashians. I don't want to believe that it's something else, because I want to believe that people have children with people who they genuinely love and care about, but I know people think otherwise of the Kardashians. I want to live in my naive world that they brought their children into the world because their children are products of loving, caring relationships. I'm just saying I find it very interesting that they're all changing up their dating preferences seemingly at the same time. But yeah, overall, you guys, when it comes to Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, this is a couple I'm going to need to see to believe, because right now, yes, I'm reading that they're casually dating. Yes, I'm reading that all of these people have confirmed that something is going on, but for some reason, my mind cannot compute these two together. So I need to see them holding hands. I need to see a hug. I need to see a smooch. I need to see something because my mind cannot visualize these two together. So hopefully we get a public outing soon. But until then, you guys, I want to hear all of your thoughts on Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. Let out all your thoughts and feels down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you guys follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, don't forget to keep coming back to my channel to check out my YouTube shorts. If you guys want to show me a little extra love or you just want to make sure I see your comment, don't forget you can also hit that super thanks button down below. If you guys want to check out my merch, you can check out my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!